Am I Hollywood yet? Am I Hollywood yet? Am I Hollywood yet? Darling. I know y'all done clicked on this video like, I know like hell you ain't done moved your ass back home. Sis, it ain't been that long yet. It's literally only been 6 months. What are you doing? I know this place looks familiar to you guys. Aww, it reminds me of old times. So I might have or might have not came back home. But let me explain, sis. Let me explain, bro. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Takara Onay, or you can call me Teeks, is whichever one that you would prefer to call me. And y'all, we are back in my old room. Yeah, about that. Why am I back in my old room? And why am I not in LA? We gonna get into some things. So basically, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys because I feel like I haven't given you guys a proper life update since I've moved to LA, which was in November of last year, which was like November of 2019. And I thought this would be the perfect time to have a heart-to-heart, seeing as we're all gonna be in the house for a while. I mean, why not? It's looking like we're gonna be in his house and not outside. And I was trying to be outside this summer. You know, hot girl LA summer, all 2020, you know. It ain't looking too good. It ain't looking too good. Anyways, I wanted to make this video for you guys, you know, to sit down and chat with you guys. Plus, I love videos like this. I love watching other people do like chit chat, get ready with me, and just like sit down, talk in videos. And you guys seem to enjoy my video when I talked about me moving. Plus, this gives us the chance to stay connected as a family, as our little teacup family, you know. Like, we know each other, even though we're like virtual, you know. We're virtual fam. But you know, I'm gonna meet y'all. I'm gonna eventually meet some of y'all, you know. But yeah, we're gonna sit down like a family and have a little chit chat. Hopefully this video makes you feel like you're literally sitting right here, right across from me, and having a real conversation like real people do, okay? And feel free to drop a comment in the comments below so that we can have real conversation and you can chat with your girl, okay? Because I do be replying back to the comments. I ain't like your other influencers who be acting too good and too Hollywood to reply back, okay? And if you enjoy videos like this as well, make sure you give it a thumbs up so that way I know and I can do more like it. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Let go. All right, so today is actually Saturday. It is Saturday the 14th, technically Sabbath day. If you know what that is, drop a comment below in the comments. But I'm about to give y'all the tea on my life in LA, living in LA, you know? I know you guys are like, girl, where are you at? Your last video was the airport outfits video. Like, now you gone and you back in your old room. Did you move back home? What is going on? So yes, I am currently back at home in Georgia. You guys know I stay in Georgia. I stay about 3 hours. I stay a couple of hours away from Atlanta, so I just usually like to say Atlanta, but I am back home in Georgia. I came home on March the 2nd. I actually booked my ticket in like February, like the middle of February, due to my grandmother being extremely sick. She was in the hospital. They had took her to the emergency room. So right then I had ended up, while she was in the hospital, when she was super duper sick, I didn't know what was gonna happen, so I ended up booking my ticket so that I can come home and see her because she had been extremely sick. They had diagnosed her with lung cancer, unfortunately. So I was like, you know what, I have to go home and see my grandmother because it went to stage 4. And so like when it got to that kind of like that stage, I was like, you know what, I'm going home. bummed that, like, y'all know, like, I lived with my grandparents, so I'm like, while my grandma is here, like, I am gonna come home, spend time with her and see her, take off from work. So I took a week off from work and I immediately bought my ticket and rushed back home on March the 2nd. So I was supposed to stay here until March the 10th. It's currently March the 14th, but with everything going on, I ended up staying. So I'm staying, I don't know for how long. I ended up extending out my ticket for this upcoming Monday that's coming up, which is, I believe, like the 16th or something like that. Yeah. So I booked my ticket to go back to LA March the 16th because my job was like started cutting hours, so I'm like, okay, like I literally don't have any hours next week, so I might as well just stay here longer with my grandmother, spend more time with her. And so I was like, I'm gonna just book a ticket for Monday. So that's what I did. And now we literally have like no hours, so our job is literally like, our hours are literally like completely cut. Like I literally don't work at my job anytime next week due to everything going on. So until further notice, I don't know when I'm actually going back to LA due to everything that is happening right now in the world. Like what? So even though we're not getting any hours, I am thankful that I do have my YouTube channel. I do have my vintage shop as a second source of income, so that's a blessing. So y'all gonna be seeing me pushing out these videos. Y'all gonna be in the house, so make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel and watch your girl, you know. Support your girl in every way that you can. But yeah, so that's just basically what's been going on with me and why I decided to come back home. I've actually been like, surprisingly, like I actually still have a bunch of stuff here at my grandparents' house. It's like I haven't even fully moved out. I'm like, will I ever fully move out of this freaking house? Like I still have so many clothes here. All my vintage shop clothes were still here besides the new arrival stuff that I have bought. I am flying back, so I can take 2 bags back, but I don't know when that's gonna be. So I mean, I don't know. I don't really know the situation right now, so I'm kind of just like about to rebook my ticket probably for next week. We'll just see what happens. But yeah, so let me fill y'all in. So I'm gonna just answer those questions first that you guys asked me on Instagram, because I asked you guys to ask me on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you missed out to ask me questions. So make sure you're following me so that when I post on my Instagram stories, you can go ahead and ask the question. Okay? Okay. So first I'm gonna answer those questions, and then I'm gonna give you guys my overall thoughts on LA. So I'm gonna answer those questions first, and then I'm gonna give y'all some tea on my overall thoughts on living in LA and how I feel about LA and all of that stuff. So make sure you guys watch the video all the way into the end so y'all can get y'all tea, okay? Because I'm serving it scorching hot. Alright, so question number 1 is from my follower Destiny Dianda. I think that's how you say. She said, favorite part of town to hang around now that you are local in LA. So now that you're local. So my favorite part of town to hang around is probably, I would say, Hollywood. I kind of like Hollywood. I haven't been out in West Hollywood yet, but I know a lot of people hang out in West Hollywood, but I haven't been out in West Hollywood at all yet. But I would say as of now it's Hollywood, because me and Denisha, we go to Hollywood a lot. Like when it's time to go out, we're always in Hollywood. So yeah, I would say so far right now is Hollywood, because I haven't really been to too many other places, but I really do enjoy the nightlife in Hollywood. America Shalon said, hey Erica. She said, what are some misconceptions or myths you had about LA before moving, and were they true? So some misconceptions that I had about LA were that the people in LA were gonna be like Hollywood and stuck up and stuff like that. And that is actually I would say like a misconception or like a myth. I would say it's mostly not even the people that are from LA that are stuck up or like Hollywood and like all of that stuff. I feel like everybody who is actually from LA, the people that I've met that I became like close friends with, they are actually really chill and laid back. Like nothing stuck up, not bougie or nothing like that. I feel like it's the people that move from other places and come to LA and feel like they're supposed to be like all this like bougie and stuck up way are the ones that are bougie and stuck up. I don't even think it's the real LA natives that are the ones that are bougie and stuck up. So that's definitely a myth that I feel like I learned from just being in LA, is like the people that are actually from there are cool as hell. Another thing I would say is that I thought a lot of the things, like besides like gas, I felt like other little things were gonna be more expensive. I mean, I feel like some things are expensive, like snacks and some stuff. Like it's certain places that you go, I feel like you're not gonna get like good deals. Like I thought all my little snacks and everything was gonna be like high priced, like they weren't gonna have any like little Dollar Trees or anything like that around. Like I felt like everything, like food and stuff like that, all that little stuff was gonna be super high priced, but some of it really is like the same or whatever. There's like a few select places like restaurants where stuff is more. I feel like alcohol when you go to clubs is a little bit more, but for the most part I feel like pretty much like the normal stuff like from groceries and at Walmart is about the same prices. I feel like the only thing with LA is the cost of living is more, so like rent and all of that stuff and like gas, all the little other stuff like necessities and stuff, I don't feel like it's as much more. I thought that was gonna be like a difference, but it's not really that much more. So yeah, that was a really good question. So Gifted Gold said, what form of public transportation do you prefer? Air, boat, train, bus, or car? Well, I feel like that was a random question, but okay. If the question is like how do you get around in LA, I guess, kind of in a way. Right now I'm still don't have my car out there yet. My car is actually still here, which I'm actually kind of glad that my car is still here, because I don't know, that was just like God just, I don't know, he just knows something happening and he like, I ain't even gonna do you like that to car. I am not even gonna do you like that. So I have been taking Lyft, and then like Denisha has her car out there, so we do a lot of our stuff together, like grocery shopping. We're best friends, so we literally do everything together. So it's really like I really don't need a car because I'm always with her, unless I just want to go out and do my own thing, which eventually I'm gonna get my car. But I took public transportation, like I've taken the train a few times. I don't usually take it by myself because that's kind of scary. I like to like take it with friends or something. And I have taken the bus by myself, and that was actually a pretty cool experience. It was a few crazies on the, you know, on the bus, but other than that, it wasn't really. The other times, once I've like learned better routes, like going through like Burbank and stuff like that, I like to take like going through like Glendale and Burbank like routes because it's like a little bit of a better area. Other than that, I really just take Lyfts. And which one do y'all like better, Lyft or Uber? Which one is less expensive? I thought Lyft was less expensive, but so I don't know. Like my friends, everybody has like Uber, and I feel like they might be less expensive. But it's been stuff happening with like Lyft drivers like doing crazy things to girls and their Lyfts, and oh my gosh, it was this one story on Instagram. Some girl was talking about this guy like was like, you're not getting out the car until you pay me in sex and all this stuff, and I'm like, woo child, I gotta get my car and I need to get it fast, honey, because but I haven't had any bad experiences. I always look at my ratings for my Lyft drivers, and everybody that I've talked to has been pretty legit. They say they enjoy driving Lyft. They haven't had any problems with their customers as drivers, so it's been pretty cool. But there's so much transportation out there that you can take, but my favorite form is definitely Lyft. Yeah, number 4 is from Boutour.clothing. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? In 10 years, I would love to be able to have a house in LA or something like that. Or not in LA. I feel like maybe like San Diego or something. Maybe some part of California. But then still have like some type of house on the East Coast too, so that I can come back here whenever I want to. That's if there is a future, but we're gonna stay positive. But yeah, so in 10 years, I would definitely want to, you know, by then have my family, my husband, some type of house, my business somewhere, you know, in California, my clothing stuff going on and popping, maybe get a store on Rodeo or on Melrose, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much like where I see myself in 10 years. _T Phenomenal actually said, she said her first question is, how's the LA life treating you? To me, the LA life is treating me well. I just freaking snapped myself. But to me, the LA life is treating me well. I have not had any problems. I've personally enjoyed it. I feel like I'm blessed. The scenery is amazing. The weather is amazing when it's not raining. It has been a little bit cold, but other than that, life is good. She also said, what do you love most about LA so far, and what do you dislike about it? I think what I like about LA the most so far is that there's always something to do. I've been looking online for different stuff to do so that when I do go back, that I can do different activities. I'm somebody that always likes to be doing something different besides just going to the club and just going out. So I feel like there's always different restaurants. There's just more to do. I feel like when I was here in Georgia, I was like limiting myself. Like for me, there's not much to do here. So transferring from a small little city to like a big city like that is like a basically like a kind of like a culture shock. Not really a culture shock, because I knew like, you know, there was gonna be a lot to do, and I've been a city girl before. Like back in Ohio, my town is like a city, but it's still not as big as LA. But the fact that there's more to do, and that, you know, you can possibly run into almost anybody in LA and network with them is what I love the most, and that there's so many different opportunities out there. That's definitely probably my favorite part. And my least favorite part, I would have to say, that I like about LA is the traffic and the fact that I have to take my bags to the grocery store. I have to take my own grocery bags to the grocery store so that I don't have to pay for them, and I get so mad when I forget my bags. Even though the bags are only 10 cents a bag, if I'm going grocery shopping and I'm buying a bunch of groceries, I don't want to have to pay 10 cents a bag. So the fact that you have to take your own bags, I do not like that. But other than that, I don't really have anything super bad to say about it. I know a lot of people say the cost of living. I probably would say that's like the only con, is just the cost of living, the price of how expensive it is out there. But get your bag up and you won't have to worry about that. Like, that just motivates me. The cost of living out there just motivates me to want to just keep doubling and getting more streams of income, instead of complaining and be like, oh, it's too expensive, like, yeah. No, just make more money, be more creative, and figure out more ways to make more streams of income. And that just motivates me more to want to work harder, so that I won't have to complain about the cost of living out there. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Okay. Call Me Hair Goals said, she said, is the cost of living worth it versus living in your hometown opportunity wise? I feel like it is worth it, because you're getting the scenery, you're getting more job options, you know, yeah, you're getting way more opportunities, networking. You don't know who you're gonna run into. Like, me and Denisha were literally walking down, I think it was Hollywood. We were in Hollywood. No, we were in North Hollywood. So we were in North Hollywood, walking down the street, going to a El Tejano's, a little Mexican restaurant, and we literally just seen the main character from All American. I don't remember his name. If you guys remember his name, you can let me know. We literally seen him walking. He had his hood up. He was trying to disguise himself, but we literally seen him just walking down the street. He was just right there, like, just casually walking past us. Partied with Bia. We went out with Bia the other night, and a whole bunch of other influencers, which is really cool. But partied with Bia. But yeah, like, I feel like it's worth it opportunity wise. It's definitely the place for entrepreneurs. That is for sure. Sorry about my lighting. The sun is kind of like going down. For me, I feel like it's worth it. Some people say it's not worth it, but I just feel like it depends on what you're going out there for. If you're just going out there just to be out there and you're not really trying to do like entrepreneur stuff or nothing like that, then it might just not be the place for you. Go live in Texas, because y'all claim, oh, well, I can get a house for Texas as much as this, but you might not get the opportunities, same opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you gotta look at it that way. I mean, but when you get your monies up, once you get your opportunities while you're in LA, then you can buy a house somewhere else and then, you know, fly back and forth to LA and you don't have to live there. So there's, you know, there's different ways you can go about it. I feel like it's worth it. And she also said, have you found any LA good eats for a date night? I have not. Not for date night. Only food places that I've liked so far out there is, I think it's Kitchen 94. I like Kitchen 94. El Tejano's is good. There's another place that we went, I can't remember, but I love the place. But so far, Kitchen 94 is like one of our spots that we go to. It's in Hollywood. Another like club that I like lounge that we've been going to, like kind of like bar. They have pretty good food too. Third Base is really cool. We actually seen P. Diddy and his girlfriend in there. What's her name? Bria Hicks. We seen her. They were like literally right in the bathroom. She was going to the bathroom and he was standing at the door waiting for her. We were in the bathroom, me and Denisha, and she walked right in just casually and he was just right there, and I'm like, oh, that's P. Diddy's son. So yeah, like but that place is pretty cool too. It's like a really nice upscale like lounge / bar. But good eats, I'm still working on that. So yeah. Alright, so overall, what are like my overall thoughts on like me moving there? How was like the first week to a month of being there, first 2 weeks? I'm about to give y'all my thoughts on that. So the first week to a month, I did a lot of going out with Denisha. Denisha is like the total opposite of me, y'all. She's like more of a party girl. I'm more of like the stay in the house, work on video type of stuff. Like I'm always like trying to like do something, like work on my business. Denisha likes to go out a lot. She's like the party type girl. So I really noticed that I was going out a lot. I tried to like cut back on like going out. She even like stopped inviting me out places sometimes because she was just like, I don't want to distract you and stuff like that. So she was like, I don't want to be that friend. That's one thing about moving out here. You can get caught up in the like going out lifestyle lifestyle, like Hollywood, always out, going to the clubs lifestyle, instead of like really doing what you need to do. So if you do move out here, I would just say like be careful like with that. Kind of like, it's good to go out, but have a purpose when you're going out. Be networking, be ready to like present something when you're going out, or be able to like tell somebody about something that you got going on. Maybe you're an influencer, because most of the time when you do go out, that's what you're gonna get. A lot of people are gonna be like, that's the first question that people ask you when you go out is, what do you do? They're gonna ask you that off rip, like, what do you do? Why'd you move here? Yeah, so that's pretty much how it goes. So did I get a little homesick? Yeah, I think like the first month, probably a little, like when the new year hit, that's kind of when I started getting a little homesick. But I feel like there was a lot of energy like shifting going on. Like we were in like a Mercury, like a retrograde too and stuff like that. So, but I did start to get a little homesick, especially like when Kobe Bryant, you know, passed away and stuff like that. Like I did kind of like question my move a little bit. Like, was it too fast, me moving out here? Kind of getting frustrated with like taking the lifts back and forth. I was still learning everything, so learning my surroundings, learning my, you know, adjusting to my new environment, my new lifestyle. So I did get a little bit homesick, I ain't gonna lie. I got a little bit homesick, okay? And it's okay. We all get homesick a little bit sometimes, okay? I was adjusting to like my new reality because I had been manifesting it for so long. So like seeing the mountains, all the good weather, you know, like everything was moving so fast. I literally felt like I was just in a dream state for the first 2 months of living there. Or I say 3, because even after the new year, like I was just kind of like, am I dreaming? Pinch me, am I dreaming? Pinch me, am I dreaming? Pinch me, am I dreaming? I'm dead. But that was, I kind of like got over that. So another thing, every time I would take my lifts and stuff to work, I would always like, all of my Lyft drivers like thought that I was an actress. I don't know what that is about. I don't know if it's just a thing in LA where people just tell people you look like an actress, or if they really just thought I was an actress. But one of my Lyft drivers even told me like one morning, it was early in the morning, y'all, I'm talking about like 4 a.m. in the morning. He even went, because I had to be to work by like 5, so I have to commute. It takes me like at least 30 minutes to get there. And so he was just going on and on about how that was the reason why I had moved here. And it was so crazy because I had been questioning my move. I'm like, what am I supposed to be out here for? Like I just kept like asking myself, I'm like, like maybe, I don't know, like I feel like I'm getting lost. Like, am I even really supposed to be out here? What am I supposed to be out here for? What am I supposed to be doing? And so he went into full detail and was like, you got your ancestors are supporting you. You definitely look like an actress. I thought you were an actress already. That's definitely why you moved out here. Like that's definitely the reason why you're supposed to be here and all of this stuff. Like he was just like so like sure and positive and confident that I was supposed to be an actress, and that was why I was in LA, why I had to move to LA. So I'm like, I don't act. Like I do film, like I do videos like YouTube and stuff like that. And I told him that. I was like, but I've never like even thought about being an actress. Maybe like voiceover, but never an actress. So he was just telling me about like getting into like background acting, so I can kind of like you know, being like a background extra and stuff like that, so I can kind of get my feet wet and see if it's something that I really want to do. So when I go back, that's what I'm going to start looking into, is being a extra, like a background extra. And they make some little extra money too, so I'm super excited about that. But it's just so funny, everywhere I go people think I'm an actress. Even when we go out to like the clubs, me and Denisha, we go just out and we're out and like we're networking with people or just getting to know people. People are like, don't tell me, I already know what you do, you're an actress. And I'm like, no I'm not, but I'm not though, but I'm not though. But I'm like, but I'm about to be though. Yeah, I be kind of like, don't be gassing me like that. Don't be gassing me. Don't be gassing me. One of the, okay, so I'm gonna give y'all some of like the cons that I don't like. I already told y'all, people who are not here, I don't like that they act fake. I don't like the shopping bag thing. And I don't like when I network with people out here, people are always like, oh, how long you been out here for? And like, I'll tell them, oh, I've only been out here for 4 months or whatever. And they'll be like, oh, get back to me when you're out here for a year. That'll determine if you really, you know, are gonna make it. And it's just so negative. And I'm like, what? They like, oh, because you know, people usually go home, like basically saying you have to prove yourself to be out there and all of this stuff. And I'll just be like, I'm just like, whatever, like I'm not weak, so I'm gonna get through this. I got people out here, I got my best friend, I got my brother. I'm not destined to fail, and you're not about to put in my head that there's a possibility that I'm destined to fail or make me feel like I'm a fail. So I just don't even listen to the whole, oh, get back to me when you're here for 6 months to a year, then it'll really show me if you really can be ride or die for LA and not. Goodbye. Like, so that's one thing I don't like. Pros that I do like is that the fashion district is down here. They have some bomb vintage shops that I can source pieces for my vintage shop, Timeless Takara. If you guys have not checked out the shop, oh yeah, so I like the vintage shop. I like hiking. I've been to Runyon Canyon. That was fun. Me and Denisha have already been up there like twice. She's been, of course, because she's been in LA for a year, a little over a year now, almost 2 years. And I just love the fact that like everything in LA is like, well, I wouldn't say everything. Everything in LA is dog friendly. I don't like the fact that it's dog friendly to restaurants, because I'm like, come on, like I'm literally trying to eat. But if you do have a dog, everything really is dog friendly. I do like the fact that when we go hiking, everybody has their dogs, and it kind of like gives me a chance to like interact with the animals and the dogs and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. The scenery of hiking, it makes me want to, you know, exercise and get into the, you know, get into it a little bit more. So yeah, that is like a little update. I did have one of my best friends from Ohio that I told y'all I was thinking about moving back to Ohio. She actually, well, that was before, you know, I moved to LA, but she actually came to visit LA. Her dad stays out there. She came to visit, I think it was the week before I left. Yeah, the week before I left to come home, she came to visit. So that was fun. I got to see her and like spend time with her. She came out with her sisters, and you know, we went out. We actually went to the Cannabis Cafe, y'all. I don't smoke. I do not smoke, but we went to the Cannabis Cafe. It was actually a really dope experience, like for all my friends and like my family who do smoke and stuff like that. Like I was like, this is pretty dope. But it was a really cool experience. Like, so if you're ever in LA and you do smoke, try out the Cannabis Cafe. That place is really lit. So I took her there. She enjoyed it. What am I gonna do from this point? I don't know. I really don't know if I'm going home on Monday or not since I've been here. Oh, a lot of you guys were asking, are me and my ex-boyfriend, are we back together since I'm back home? I have seen him. I did see him when I came back. We actually went out for the weekend. If you're in the Atlanta area, I think it's like the McDonough area, we went to his friend's new lounge. It's called the Hybrid Lounge. So if you guys are in like the Atlanta area, y'all should definitely go to it. It's like a hookah lounge. They got some hookah, you know, support black owned businesses, okay, period. But yeah, so y'all should check out the Hybrid Lounge. It's dope. So we went there with a group of his friends and stuff like that. We went out. Yeah, he just keeps talking about how he wants to move to LA. So we'll see what happens from there. He wants to move to LA very, very bad. So everybody was like, he's gonna want you to stay in Georgia and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, he definitely does not want me to stay because he wants to move to LA. I don't really know, but yeah, we are on good terms, and I don't know where it's gonna go from here. But yeah, we on good terms and everything is good, and maybe y'all will see us making a channel if he moves to LA. No, I'm just playing, I don't know. But yeah, so that's just pretty much about that. For other people who follow me on Instagram and y'all were so nosy, y'all know what post I'm talking about. That is that. So that is pretty much my little update, y'all. If y'all have any more questions for me, oh, I want to, one more thing, side note, I haven't been to Big Bear yet, but we've been planning a trip. And y'all, when I went to go see Ariana, the homeless people out here, that's like the new norm, like getting used to like the homeless people. They just be saying random stuff. That's another thing I was gonna say that I don't like, is that if you're out in Hollywood, you gotta be careful, because homeless people or anything, they just like bust out and be like, ah, blah, blah. They just literally will bust out and say anything, and you be like, what the hell did he just say? Like, be careful for that. But anyways, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. I don't got nothing else for this update video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If y'all have any more questions for me about my move, or just anything about future things, which I really don't know what the future holds at this point with all this stuff going on, all I say is, you know, stay prayed up, keep your immune system up, keep your energy up. Keep your hand sanitizer on deck. Keep your hand sanitizer on deck. Do not go out and buy no more paper towel or tissue. Y'all, we get it. Y'all got it. Alright? But yeah, keep your energy up. Keep your immune system up. Stay prayed up. Get prepared for whatever is to come. Do not take anything that's going on right now lightly. Still live your life, but still don't take it lightly, and get yourself prepared. Yeah, and until next time, I will see y'all in the next video. I don't know what video it's gonna be, but there's gonna be some videos rolling out this week, so just stay tuned. Turn on your post notifications so that way you don't miss them. I love you guys, and until the next update video, I will see y'all at the top. Peace.